Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am so nervous to do this. Welcome to the Gets Like That pod. I think this has been a long time coming, but for ages, I kind of put it off because I was like, everyone's doing a pod. I just don't know who's going to listen to me. And then I just thought, girl, like just looking at all the pods that are out and some of them are amazing, I was like, I don't really feel connected to any. And as much as I do the comedy stuff, I love to talk. I love a good chin wag me. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I do it? And this is not something that happened overnight. This has actually been in the works for like the last 5 years, but I just kept putting it off. I really feel that now is the time. I feel this really huge pull to do this. So welcome to my channel. If this is your first time meeting me, my name is Anisa Farah, aka Badman Lisa. I feel like I'm kind of growing out the Badman Lisa. I've gone viral a few times. You know, my voice is all over that TikTok app. And now I'm here, guys, doing the Gets Like That pod. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As you probably noticed, there's been a few changes to me, my content, and this channel. This is where all of my music was posted. And if you have noticed, and a lot of you have been commenting on my TikTok lives asking me, where's the music? What's going on with the music? Have you quit? And I'm here to announce that I have quit music, and I have quit for the sake of Allah. I really do believe that I did believe for a long time that it was my path, and I always knew this day would come. I knew the day would come where I am no longer wanting to associate myself with that, because let's be real, guys, it's fitna. Anyone who knows me, this is not going to be a shock to you. This is going to be, we knew this. We knew this day was coming, and I've not stepped foot in a studio in like over a year. And I think last year I went through a lot. I think God really just needed to isolate me, and you know, it just needed to be me and him. And I was really guided. I genuinely was guided in so many ways. I never want to be the type of girl who God sends me signs and I just dismiss it. And I'm like, oh yeah, no. Let's start from the beginning. Me doing music was never for me to promote this fitna and for me to promote immodesty and to encourage other women and girls, especially those from a Muslim background, to go and do music. I mean, I even did a podcast once upon a time. I mean, I think it's taken down now, but I was advised, oh, what advice would you give young Somali girls or Muslim women that want to do music? And I said, don't do it. Be better than me. I think for me, it was very circumstantial. My father, Allah yarhamah, passed away when I was 11 years old. And it was quite a life-changing thing that happened to me. It completely changed the trajectory of my life. Like, I always was a very ambitious child, a very high-achieving, smart child. And once this happened, I was like, I need to help my mom. Like, I need to fill into the breadwinner father's role. What can I do? And I was, from a young age, going to auditions and hustling. Like, I would find summer jobs and do whatever it is that I needed to do to kind of put myself out there and help in any shape, way, or form that I can or could. For me, I was like always really creative, and I just knew my talent is going to be what makes me money. So from young, I was always singing in the house and, you know, performing for everyone that would come over. I admire my confidence as a child, and I admire how much ambition I had, and knowing that I can do anything I put my mind to. So I then grew up and I still had the same ambitions. I stayed really loyal and down to the dream, and I made it happen for myself. But guys, I'm not even joking. Wallahi, every single time I would plan a music video and I would put things together, vision boards, mood boards, there was always problems arising with videographers, with wardrobe. Like, it was always this thing. And I remember just at the end of every music video shoot, hating it. I just used to think I need a team and I need to be noticed and I need labels to kind of take control. And I just realized now, looking back, I'm like, that was Allah. I just feel like it was always just such a drag. It was just hefty all the time. And I always was just like, I just need to blow like now. And I always thought that blowing from music would solve all of my problems. It would solve my family's problems. It would solve any financial problems. It would solve everything. And One dua I would always make is, Ya Allah, just guide me. And if this is going to lead me away from you and it's going to lead me astray, from 11 years old, I swear, Wallah al-Azim, guys, I would always make this dua. I would say, Ya Allah, turn it away from me. No matter how much I want it, no matter how much I think it's going to solve my problems, turn it away from me. And I think that Allah did it in such a beautiful way. You know, it's like I kind of forced it, but it always came with this heaviness and this anxiety every time a music video drops and I'm watching the numbers and I'm just like, oh my God, like, I just hated it. I actually almost signed a deal. It was going to be in the high figures of 5 figures, going on to 6 figures. And subhanallah, guys, the day I was meant to sign my record deal, I got on the phone to the vice president of the record label. Bear in mind, I manifested in my head. I was like, okay, I'm going to have labels fighting over this, da 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 da. And for it to be my debut and for me to do that, I was like, this is sick. But Allah had a plan. Allah had a plan. I really thought, yeah, like this is it. So subhanAllah, guys, on the day that I was meant to sign this record deal, the vice president of the label calls me and I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. The day of signing, literally an hour before, he called me. I think I was meant to jump on a call with the team at 12 and he called me at 11 and he just said, look, Anisa, we don't have any capacity at the moment and we're going to have to let this deal go. We're not going to be able to sign you at this current time, and that's just what it is. And I really thought that was the day like I was going to change my family's life, and I was just like, took it on the chin. I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'm still going to go ahead and, you know, release Yallah and just keep going. Literally that day, one of the guys at the label actually called me and he was like, Anisa, you've caused havoc. And I'm like, what is going on? What do you mean I've caused havoc? I literally humbly took it on the chin and I said, I'm on my way. And he was like, you were the first artist we were so excited to work with. And if you do think about it, culturally, I'm very relevant. I think there's so many layers to me as just a person, my identity. I think there's so much that could be played with and so much that could reach such a wide audience. And let's be real, y'all, like if I really continued music, I really think I would have been huge. Had I got the right help, had I have got the right team, I really would have been like global A-list. I would have been up there. But I don't want that for myself. I want what Allah wants for me, and I want the challenging thing, and that's to just walk away from it all. And if you look at this industry, it is filled with evil, darkness, people who are predators, people who are constantly preying on you. And I think God also knew, like, baby girl, your heart is way too pure for you to be caught up in all this, where you're always thinking about your family and you're thinking about doing good and, you know, your intentions are so pure. This is not for you. Going back to even why I'm giving you guys background on me is to highlight that it was never for clout. It was never done for malice reasons or vanity or looking good and having people in my DMs. It was never ever done for that. Wallahi, guys, the reason you guys even know my face genuinely was always to help my family or to like put myself in a better position and to get opportunities for myself, because I'm a creative and it was my talent that always opened doors for me. It was never me doing no fuck shit. Like, I really have always been a girl whose head is screwed on, alhamdulillah. I just really believe that there's so much more greatness that is to come. I'm someone who is prayed for and divinely protected, and for me to always be so conscious of God from such a young age, and for me to always be praying to him and to just be like, please just guide me. Like, you can take it all away today, and I know how much I want to indulge in it and how much I love it and how much I just want it, because I know that I am capable of really doing this. I know I'm capable. But if it is not for me, if it does not serve me, take it away. And it really just reached the point where my heart just turned black to it. There's so many bangers I had as well, fam. There's so many bangers that you guys are never going to hear. But it's fine. I'll trade it for the dunya. It's actually not that deep, because in the grand scheme of things, it's actually It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But if you're close to me though, like I might let you listen to it, like, but astaghfirullah, I shouldn't even say that really truly. I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, oh my god, but Anisa, like, does that mean you're gonna stop listening to music? I'm praying that Allah also darkens it from my heart, because music is my weakness. I have been a student of music, astaghfirullah to even say that, but I swear I've studied music from such a young age. When you go duksi, for those of you who don't know what duksi is basically where you go to learn Quran from a young age. And like, I was always so intrigued by the hums and like how it's recited so beautifully. So I think having that really young, and then it was like music came in, and I'm not gonna lie, music didn't come into my life until, well, there's the nursery rhymes and all that, but music didn't come into my life until maybe I was like 6-7 years old, which I think is quite late for children. Like, me and my siblings were not put on. It was our cousins that put us on. Like, whenever we'd go to their house, it was them playing tunes and stuff. We just were never exposed to it. So I went mad. I said, what is that? What is that? And literally from then, it was High School Musical and it was Disney. And then before she knew it, she was doing music of her own. But either way, look, I know I had some bangers. I did release some bangers. They were some good songs. I did release some really good music, and it's something that I just will have to keep in the vault and, look back on one day and just be like, oh my gosh, I was so crazy. My music videos and everything are all memories for me, but I just don't like that version of me. I look back at her and I'm like, you were doing the best you could with the circumstances you were under. And I'm really proud of you for pushing through. But the path I see for myself is more CEO and business owner, and there being barakah in my money or anything it is that I build for myself. I always had this anxiety when it came to music and music money, and like, I wouldn't even be able to donate it. I wouldn't be able to give it to sadaqah. I wouldn't be able to build, masjids or donate it in ways that I want to. With music, it was this constant thing that was weighing over my head. And let's be real, guys, as a woman in the industry, especially being a musician, it's this constant sexualization. My body is not for sale. I am not for sale. I am a God-fearing woman, and it's always been in me. And I'm really happy that I'm finally living in my truth. For so long, it's been Anisa behind the scenes and Anisa in the public. And I want that to align. I am a Muslim woman, and I think it's time my content aligned with that. I think it's time I quit music and my stance with that align with who I am and my background and my deen, and just really making the changes that I need to for myself. I need also you guys to know that everything I'm saying to you guys today has been decisions that were made prior. So while some people might sit there and be like, why is she saying this now? Or why is she even telling us, like, we don't care, keep it between you and Allah? It has been between me and Allah. But the way that I have also publicly shown you guys my music videos and have been promoting it and have been showing you guys all of this, I think equally I should hold the same stance and use my platform for the better good and to show and teach, especially my girls, ya banat, to do better, to be better. And I kindly ask anyone who has any of my music saved or has anything with any traces of my music out there, if you could kindly delete it. I am aware that there are things still online and there are a few traces of it, but I have made my tawbah, alhamdulillah, and I have done my due diligence and got rid of whatever I could on my end. But if there is anyone who is out there that does have anything of mine, I would kindly ask for you to delete it or to just get rid of it. And I think it's beautiful in a way that God handpicked me to be in the public eye and to also do something like this publicly. I think it's kind of bossy. Like, I think it's kind of dirty of me still. However you may look at it. And I know that this will probably come with judgment, and it probably would come with people putting their 2 cents in. Look, I don't live for you. I live for Allah. I am trying to better myself, and anyone who has anything negative to say about me or wants to bash me in the process, you will be blocked. It's really as simple as that. I can't believe I've like finally announced this. This has been a long time coming, honestly. But alhamdulillah, always, like, genuinely, I just always want to do the right thing. I want to do the feel good for the soul thing. And if this is the path that Allah has written for me, then so be it. I just want to be a role model to my sisters, the women who watch me, my cousins, like anyone in my life, to just look at me and be like, bro, your life has actually been a testimony. Because guys, wallahi, alhamdulillah, I have been trialed in this life, and I'm getting really emotional right now. I really don't want to cry, but sometimes I feel like there's the older me that's like, I can see myself and I'm just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you really just keep going. You just keep going, and there's no shame. There's really no shame in me and the journey that I'm on. The fact that I'm even like publicly sharing this and I'm getting emotional right now. I was like, oh my gosh, get it together. God damn. But at the same time, I'm really humbled. And I've been in a state of humbleness, especially in private when it comes to me and my Lord. And I know this is the right move. I don't know what things are going to look like for me over the next few months or years, but I genuinely feel like finally I'm on the right path, alhamdulillah. And it's just time to do better, and it's time to be better. If it's anyone that knows how short this life is, it's me. I've lost family and friends and many people, and every death in my life, wallahi guys, has been tragic overnight. Like, healthy people who have just gone. And I think where I'm at right now, my state of ibadah is just prepare yourself for your return to Allah, because this life is not guaranteed, but what is guaranteed is me returning to Allah. And I know sometimes when I speak to my friends and my family, I can sound a bit negative, but I'm like, we're all gonna die anyway, like, what's the point, da 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 da. But it's like, it's the reality. The reality is we're all going. And I think as Muslims, it's very embedded in us from a young age to just be mindful of that. This Ramadan was really special for me. I have a lot of the Quran memorized, alhamdulillah, but I finally completed the Quran. Completing it as in, I finally did a whole read through in English and understanding things in depth that I might recite but never understood. And I feel like that also happened by Allah very strategically, because now I know what's expected of me. Now I know what is expected of me in my deen, how I should show up for myself, for others, and also what my purpose is. I know that I also have some non-Muslim viewers, and they're probably thinking, what the hell is going on over here? Listen, all I have to say is there's a reason for everything. And the fact that we're created and there's all this sadness that exists and people die and there's an end, to me, it shows that this is not my home. This isn't my home. My home is Jannah, inshallah. I hope and pray that I end up there. Alhamdulillah for the guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me. Alhamdulillah for trusting the process and the plan. There's a lot of changes that are probably going to be happening in my life. And why I laugh and smile is because I'm like, it's so you. It's such an anisa thing to take the challenging path. But I will take it. I will take it, and gladly. I went through a very, very dark time last year. There was so much that was happening in my life and so much that was going completely left. And I remember every day, like, would just wake up, and I swear, guys, I'm not even being dramatic. I would just pray to Allah for it to end. I just would say, Ya Allah, I don't even want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore and I just want this to end. So please just make it end. But he didn't give up on me. And I'm obviously still here for a reason, alhamdulillah. Yeah, it was dark. And I probably will get into it in another episode where I do want to highlight maybe mental health and mental health within the Muslim community and just how things are looked upon. When you are put in a really dark place, you have to sit there and really calculate everything and just say, what's going on? Knowing me, I'm quite an extreme character in a sense where I'm extremely passionate and I'm extremely loyal. And if I love you, like, I would die for you. If you said, cut your arm off for me, it's yours. Take it. If I can do that for everyone in my life, why can't I do that for Allah? Why not give Allah my loyalty? Why can't I do that for Allah? And I think maybe why I was always hesitant in life is because I just never wanted it to be an outside influence. I never wanted to be influenced by a friend or a close family member, or, you know, if I was to ever get married, like my husband, which of course your husband should inspire you to be better. I want it to come from the heart and the soul, because there will be no interruptions. You know, people come and go as they please. And what you don't want to do is, if someone goes, you're like, oh, look, and I changed this for this. But I don't want that. I want to do it for Allah. So right now, that's my focus. I am quitting music for the sake of Allah. It is something that does not align with me anymore. Although I know I'm extremely talented, I want to safeguard my talents and I don't want it falling into the wrong hands. I don't want it falling into an industry where it's not even appreciated. Let's be real. A lot of talent aren't even appreciated. It's just clout and brands, and, you know, even when you make money, it's 10 men are in your pockets taken from you. It's just like, I just don't find any of that attractive. Like, it's nothing that I like. It's nothing that I want to associate with anymore. And I am just really focused on this new chapter of my life. I'm excited for it. I don't know, guys. It's just the unknown. Like, there's something uncomfortable, but something that's really beautiful about it. And I just want to indulge. I just want to grow into myself. And I'm really proud because I'm like, Nisa, we knew you'd get here, baby girl. We've all been rooting for you. And here you are. And you came alone. You came by yourself and you said, I'm ready. Oh, I sometimes talk to myself like I'm the parent or the friend, because I've been with myself from young and I've been extremely conscious from a very young age. I always knew more than I should. And yeah, I think this is episode 1 to the Gets Like That podcast. I have a few episodes planned and I have a few guests in mind, and I just want you guys to support this. I really think that this is something that aligns more with me and just connecting to the people. I don't talk about my dad's death lightly. I don't talk about me quitting music lightly. I want to use this platform and I just want to connect with you guys. I still will make you guys laugh and do whatever it is I need to do and still be myself. Like, hello, can't lose myself in the sauce of the dunya now, can I? No. I just know souls like me need to be protected, and the first line of protection needs to be myself. No more being naive. No more ignoring the things that have been at the forefront of your mind for a long time and you've just been brushing it. It's just time for change, and positive change. Change that I look back on and I know I'll be proud. I know that I'll be proud. And it takes a very brave person to do what I'm doing and to just put myself out there like this for public scrutiny and, you know, to be taken in positively, negatively, whatever it is. But I think that I owe it to myself and I owe it to those who really support me. And yeah, Don't ask me about music no more, guys. I am done with music. I was really nervous filming this today, but I'm glad that I've come and done it. This is something that I have envisioned in my mind for years. I always knew I'd quit music one day. I'm not even gonna lie. I always knew this day was coming, but was on a grind. I was like, yo, I'm gonna push everything. I'm gonna knock on every door and make this happen for myself. But, you know, alhamdulillah. Wallahi, alhamdulillah. I think who better than Allah to find you lost and guide you? Who better? So, yeah, I'm growing up. My frontal lobe has really developed, y'all. I'm making decisions and being a grown-ass woman. Can you see my earring? Yeah, cuz. But either way, I am proud of myself. I want to encourage young girls to always be better and do better and get their education and, you know, strive for your goals, but never ever do anything that goes against your morals, your religion. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah, I guess this is the end of episode 1 of the Gets Like That pod. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. To my audio listeners, shout out to you. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social platforms. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at anisa_. My Snapchat, fam, shout out to you guys. We've been growing on there. Anisa-Farah. And yeah, it's kind of weird because I'm used to doing content, but I'm like, now I have audio listeners. So you can find me on Spotify and Tidal and everywhere else that you guys be listening to pods. And if you're on my YouTube channel, leave me a white heart below. The white heart symbolizes purity, new beginnings, and new vibes. So we did it, y'all. I feel so much lighter. I feel like I've just done a confessional. Like I've just confessed a sin. Is this what it feels like to be Catholic? But yeah, fam, now I can look back and be like, you know what, guys? Back in my Jahiliyyah days, I was moving crazy, cuz. I was moving mad. But you see now, I know better, fam. I know better, and it's time to do better. You knew better, so you did better. Huh? Astaghfirullah. I know that a lot of people might misconstrued my message and be like, why are you listening to music then? Guys, one step at a time, please. The Quran was not all sent down at once. It was sent down in verses. There's a lot that I am working on, and there's a lot that I am doing behind the scenes. And remember, I always do it for Allah. I don't ever do it for the public. I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for the clout. I do it for God, and then use my platform, push the message, and to also get you guys on the same page as me, you know? I am aware I don't need to explain anything to anyone, but I think it's quite beautiful to be open and to connect. And that's been one of my goals this year, is to connect with you guys on my platform on a much deeper level, and to just be like boys. Be like bros. Like, we like bros in this, like, you know. But yes, thank you so much for listening to my episode. I love and appreciate every single one of you. May Allah bless every single one of you, Muslim or not. May Allah guide us all and protect us all. Ameen ya Rab. Make sure you stay tuned in for the next episode. It's gonna be a good one. And guys, sometimes in life it just gets like that. For real. Thanks for watching.